Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod After Dark. We just had a digression like a motherfucker for the last 7.5 minutes that we're going to delete and you're never going to get to hear. Ha ha ha, mystery. I am Jeff, and I partied with Robert Downey Jr. before he got sober, when he was really fucked up and a ton of fun.
Oh my God.
And joining me on the other end of the internet, my cuz-host.
I'm Leslie, and I suck at drama.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to go with that one.
Which one did you think I was going to go with?
Fuck Glee.
Oh, that one was... I was tempted.
I was real close to using that one, but I'm like, no, I'm going to leave that one for Leslie if she wants it. So,
Oh, thanks.
yeah. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are talking about 21 Jump Street, the 2012 I Was Loud Wrong masterpiece. Written by Michael Bacall, who also wrote Scott Pilgrim versus the World and last year's version of The Running Man. Jonah Hill, he co-wrote this. And then Patrick Hasberg and Stephen J. Cannell get writing credits for the TV show that is being adapted here.
Okay.
Yeah. Peter Hasberg, he created Hardcastle and McCormick, which is a show that I'm sure that you've never heard of. And have you heard of Stephen J. Cannell?
No.
Okay. This is because we're going to talk about him, I think, in just a second. But he had a production company in the 80s, and it was responsible for a dozen, give or take, prime time, hour-long action drama shows over the course of the decade of the 80s. And his I don't know, title card for his production company, you know, like the bad robot or the that's some bad hat, Harry, like all those things.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
Good dog. Right. All those. His was a guy at a typewriter, and he takes out the sheet and he throws it onto the pile of other things that he's typed, and all of the papers form a C. And then it's Stephen J. Cannell production. So
Nice.
I watched a lot of his shows, so that's very familiar. And apparently in this movie, they put an image of that at like the very end.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, that's who wrote this thing. And we'll talk more of Stephen J. Cannell in a minute. This was directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who are great. They wrote and directed the Spider-Man Into and Across the Spider-Verse. They just directed Project Hail Mary, which is in theaters at present, and the book that I'm listening to currently.
Cool.
And also a little something called the Lego Movie. Ever heard of it?
Everything is awesome.
I should have, if I'd known that they were involved. All right, we're gonna have to. I don't know how to say this, but I did not know that they did this until I watched the closing credits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect fucking sense.
Yeah.
Because it's twice that I have underestimated the thing they're going to do with this thing. But we'll come back to that in a second. This movie stars Channing Tatum as Jenko, Jonah Hill as Schmidt, Ice Cube as Captain Dixon, a very young Brie Larson as Molly. Cute little baby fat Brie Larson. Like, she's so young.
She's so young. I was like, this must have been... I mean, you just mentioned Scott Pilgrim, and she was also in that.
Yeah,
and very
that
young.
was first. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our boy Dave Franco as Eric. And Rob Riggle as Mr. Walters. We were watching this in conjunction with season 5, episode 21, Stormy Weather, because Dylan went undercover to break up the Finley and the New Evolution. And so we wanted to watch a movie where people go undercover. And boy, did we choose one. Our spelling connection is Dave Franco, again, who was in an episode of Seventh Heaven. And surprisingly, Johnny Depp, who was in an episode of Hotel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the world of Johnny Depp is open to us.
Oh, joy?
There's some interesting stuff there.
Sure.
Not all of it interests me, but a lot of it does. About this movie. 85% on Rotten Tomatoes and 83% on the Popometer. So, consensus. People enjoy this film.
We've had a few like that now.
Yeah, where things have not been out of sync too heavily.
No.
Which is good. Although it's interesting to talk about when there's a big gap between the two things,
absolutely.
when you got bloodhound noses and rocket ships. But can't do this, but if you could. This movie did not win any Oscars, but it did play a large role in the MTV Movie Awards of 2012.
Not surprised.
It won for Best Song, Party Rock Anthem by LMAFO. Do you are you I mean, you're familiar with the Party Rock Anthem, right?
I went to college at the same time, so absolutely.
Do you know the name of the album that's on?
No.
It's on their second and final album. This is me looking at Wikipedia, but I fully support the way I think that you're supposed to say the title of this album. And it may not be the way they intended it, but it's the way that in my heart, the name of this album is Sorry for Party Rockin'.
Wow.
Yeah. Our bad.
Wait, this was their last album?
As LMAFO. I think the people involved have done other things. I didn't. Yeah.
Isn't it LMFAO?
LMFAO. Yes. Sorry. I don't know what I said, but I probably said it wrong.
It's
yes.
okay.
LMFAO. FAO Schwartz.
Laugh my fucking ass off.
Look, motherfucker. AO Schwartz.
There you go. That works too.
Yeah, works for me. Doesn't mean anything. But it sorry for party rocking, you guys. Our bad. I don't know. I assume that's what it means.
No, this that song came on and I was like, oh, and suddenly I'm at a party.
I'm stepping on my own needle drop forest a little bit, but the fact that song, which like already existed, like that sorry for party rocking, came out before this movie did. So it was already out there if you were at college when people were party rocking to this anthem.
Absolutely.
And this movie came out in 2012, which is like when you graduated.
Yep.
But then it was like, who used the shit out of the right song for our movie award presentation? These guys.
Yep.
And so then they, now it's attached and they get an award. But I mean, that feels weird. Like it's like if Dazed and Confused had gotten an award for like using Slow Ride or something. You're like, well, that song is just a song and you used it in the movie and you used it well, but like best song?
I've never watched the MTV. Is it Music Awards?
This is MTV the movie awards. Movie Awards.
I've never watched this. I would imagine it works kind of similar to People's Choice or Teen Choice Awards or something, and that like they just what is a song? What is the most iconic song of the movies you saw this year? This one, right? It doesn't matter that it was already out. You rocked to it, right? And I did. Listen,
lose your mind.
I'm not even going to throw out my needle drop yet, but mine was even older.
All right.
I was like, oh, I love that they brought this back in.
Yep, I'm feeling it. And now I know what it was like to see you at a party in college. Because that was your dance move to Party Rock Anthem.
I mean, I've always been a silly dancer. I have fun.
Hey, sorry for party rocking.
Yeah, listen, come on.
Yeah, look, somebody had to rock that fucking party, and I did it. Here were the things that it was nominated for and didn't win. Best on-screen transformation, Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? He didn't win, though. You know who won? Elizabeth Banks in The Hunger Games.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Best gut-wrenching performance. Nominees from this film, Jonah Hill and Rob Riggle. I'm assuming for the scene where he shoots his dick off.
Oh.
Like, I feel like gut-wrenching is a pun here, especially because the winner of the award that year was the cast of Bridesmaids for I'm assuming for the gigantic diarrhea scene.
Oh God. Yep, probably.
Right?
Ugh.
It's really
Worst
funny
part of
though.
the film.
It's really fucking funny though.
Not if you have Crohn's.
Okay,
Or you
fair.
know what? No, I'm not we're not a monolith. I'm not gonna speak for all cronies.
You
Yeah,
didn't you
not
don't
me.
enjoy it.
I don't
Understood.
enjoy it.
Okay. This was also nominated for Best Fight. Greg Jenkins and Morton Schmidt versus the Kid Gang. I'm not even sure which one the Kid Gang was. Gang Kids? I guess it
I
was.
feel like remember at the party when that other group comes in and they're not even from the same school, but they're
Oh,
trying to like
yes. Yeah. Okay, yes.
yeah, it's that.
It
The
is
Kid
that.
Gang.
Yep. Okay. They didn't win though because Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Malari versus Kato from the Hunger Games won.
I don't remember it, but okay.
Yep. I'm not. I don't think it's the first Hunger Games. I don't remember which Hunger Games movie it is.
No, Kato's in the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go then. Best comedic performance: Jonah Hill. Lost to Melissa McCarthy and Bridesmaids. Can't really argue with that. That's
Absolutely.
pretty fucking great.
Yep.
Best hero: Channing Tatum. And lost to Danny Rads for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Yep. And Best Cast nominated also lost to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. So,
well, listen, Harry Potter wasn't getting any other kind of awards. It was their final film.
I like
I'm
that.
fine. I'm
Like,
fine with this.
I don't know. All right, now I have to look. I was gonna say I don't know what is up for best for the Oscars in 2012, but that group of nominees gives me a very clear picture of the year 2012 in movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the year of the Deathly Hallows and Hunger Games and Bridesmaids and 21 Jump Street. Like, yeah, I've got that picture.
Yeah. It's a
But
good year.
I'm wondering how the 2012 Oscars fare with painting that similar picture. Like if I get a picture of 2012. Because again,
It's probably less fun.
oh fuck me. It is less fun. Although there's some stuff in here that I've seen. So this is the year I had a newborn. So
Yes.
lots of shit I did not see. All right. I'll lead up to what won. War Horse was nominated. Did not see it. Didn't see it. Moneyball, I have seen. It's pretty good.
Have not.
Midnight in Paris, have seen. It's pretty good. I know you like
Good
that
movie.
one. Hugo, I did not
Missed
see it.
it.
The Help, did not see it. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, did not see it. The Descendants, did not see it.
That was good.
Tree of Life, did not see it. And as the winner for Best Silent Film of 2012,
God.
The Artist.
I thought The Descendants won. Oh,
no.
shit. This is the same. Wow. See, interesting.
So those are two very different pictures of what that year is like.
Yeah.
You know? The one that feels the most true to me is this list of MTV nominees.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And I don't know what that means that it feels true, but that's what it means that it feels true to me. All right. So I mentioned, and I got to put it in this podcast, even though I've said it at other times in other places, but I did say that this was a I Was Loud Wrong masterpiece. And I'm reminded every year because it's something I posted on Facebook. And so every year it comes back in my memories reminding me that I did this. When I saw the trailer for this movie, I said, that looks fucking terrible. If I had a time machine, I would go back to the 80s and stop Johnny Depp from being in a television show called 21 Jump Street so that they didn't have any source material to steal to make this mess.
Oh,
basically
wow.
what I said. Then I saw this movie and I laughed so fucking hard. And I'm like, I can't believe how wrong I was. I thought this movie was going to be trash. And this movie made me laugh really fucking hard. And I watched it again today and it made me laugh really fucking hard.
Nice.
So I couldn't have been more wrong about this. My bad, everybody. Sorry for party rocking.
You had crow for dinner.
I did. Yum yum. I'm picking out the leaves and shit. Um, so I as discussed during the East Side Story episode where I laughed for 45 minutes about how obtuse I was, I don't have a problem being wrong. And I was just wrong about this one. I fucking enjoy this movie. Was this the first time you'd ever seen it, or had you seen it before?
This was my first time.
Okay. So
Yes.
how did it land for you? Did you know anything about the TV show at all? Like,
Absolutely not.
did you know a TV show existed?
I think at some point before we started doing this, I knew it had been a TV show.
Okay.
Because
And
that is
then
something that people quite regularly bring up with the movie.
yeah, sure. Yeah, well they'd have to. Yeah. Okay. So you hadn't seen the movie, hadn't, I'm assuming, been motivated to, and that's why you didn't. Because if
No.
you'd wanted to, you probably would have. Um, so all you really knew about it is that I had told you that story. That I was
Exactly.
loud wrong about it, and this movie was funnier than it had any right to be.
Yes.
Um,
That's all I
did
knew.
you find that to be an accurate representation of your experience of this movie film, or um, is the defense wrong?
The defense is not wrong. I didn't, you know, in I wouldn't say in typical fashion, but I think this has happened quite a bit with comedies that you like find really
Mhm.
hilarious. I don't love as much as you,
Sure.
but I definitely laughed. I enjoyed myself more than I thought I would. Um, there were some moments where I was a little like, "Oh, where's that gonna go? Oh, they didn't go where I thought they were gonna go with that. Great, good for them." 2012 wasn't as bad of a year as I anticipated.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I love when my hackles go up and then can relax.
Oh, good. Um,
I had to
is
emphasize it to make sure I'm like, "Yep, I got
yeah,
it. I got
you
it."
got it. You got it. Nice job. Uh, okay. Do you have an example of that where you were like, "Oh shit! Oh, okay." That was better than I thought it was going to be.
Um, yeah. Any of the love stories they try to introduce or like so Ellie Kemper going back and forth, like
Yeah,
flirting with him, that got funnier.
it
Because at
did.
first I was like, "Oh, this shit. Did we learn nothing from Pacey? No, that's been 10 years. No, of
Nope, we
course we
haven't
wouldn't have
learned
learned
nothing.
anything."
Not a
Um, but I love that Channing Tatum's character is so uninterested and kind of thrown.
right.
And then the back and forth of that was really funny and well done.
Mhm.
Um, you know, and of course I knew what they were leading to with like or I had a feeling of what they were going to lead to with Jonah Hill's character Schmidt and Brie Larson's character.
Uh huh.
But one, I really like that they threw in the line, "Well, I'm 18." And I'm like,
Thank God.
"Great.
Yep.
Great. Thank you." Um and we're jumping into intimacy a little bit already, but like uh he was very respectful about her space and
Mm,
apologizing and everything and like it then becomes her impetus to pull him in to kiss him. And I'm like, "There we go." Yeah, the handshake and then pulling him in, I was like, "Fine." Like,
yep.
you could say it's still weird, but whatever. Like she is 18.
Mhm.
She consented and pulled him into a kiss. Like
Yeah.
people's
Um.
boundaries are different from your own. If you don't like the story, well, it's still a story that exists. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. And not in favor. Um. Like, oh, here's the thing. I guess it does not bother me the way they do it in this movie is okay. It works for me better. I'm able to overlook it, the oogie, in ways that I'm not able to overlook the same exact oogie in Never Been Kissed,
Yes.
which I fucking hate.
I know.
That movie sucks. That movie has and I got no beef with Drew Barrymore, my Gertie, great.
Yeah.
Fuck Josie Grossi all the way in her ear. That movie is terrible. And it's mostly terrible because she is because Michael Vartan, right? He's the one who's in that. He's the one
Yeah.
from Alias who's in that.
Yeah.
Um he's a teacher at the school and he falls in love with someone who he thinks is a student.
Yes.
Now, she is not. She is a grown up pretending to be a student, Jump Street style,
Yeah.
but she he thinks she's a student and it's a full on romance. This is they think they're students. The other kids think they're students, right? So that the kids aren't being predatory towards
Yes.
who they think are other kids. The teacher is, but it's played for ridiculous over the top yucks
Absolutely.
and not as the romantic story backbone of this disgusting mess of a movie.
And, like,
Ugh.
casting Ellie Kemper is perfect
Mhm.
because they just let her do her thing of, like, winking and making silly comments, going back and forth. They could have, I don't even need to conjecture about what they could have done, but, like, there's no touch involved whatsoever, not
Mhm.
making it extra oogie or anything. It's
Right.
just like you said, playing for yucks. And, I this is weird. Never Been Kissed is one of those movies where I know enough about it from the clips that I've seen to know it's not something I need to or care to see. And the older I've gotten, that's become even more paramount that I want nothing to do with this film.
Would you like to know how and why I watched that movie?
Tell me.
It was assigned in one of my Masters of Education classes.
Oh no. What
Yeah.
not to do
No,
101.
not pitched like that.
Oh fuck, what?
I don't remember what the reasoning was behind it, but I watched that movie angry. I was like, "I can't fuck this movie is ridiculous. It's disgusting. I don't know why you're showing this to us. I hate every second of this." You know? It was like,
You and I had similar experiences to two completely different movies.
yeah, was yours The Mod Squad? I think
No.
okay. Chosen
I
movie.
was in a human sexuality course my
Uh-huh,
senior year, and the teacher had us watch this Angelina Jolie produced film, In the Land of Milk and Honey,
uh-huh.
and I mean, I couldn't tell you anything else about the movie other than there is, like, a pillaging scene where, of course, all the women are being raped,
Sure, of course.
and I walked out of the class because I was like, and this is before content warnings were a thing, but I wrote the teacher and was like, "Can you please have fucking warned us?
Yeah,
This is upsetting. Like, I know this happens." And you and I have gone back and forth on, like, the validity of content warnings and, like, to each their own.
right. Mhm,
I would have liked one.
sure.
Like, I'm sure many other people in that room would have liked one
Yeah,
just to, like, fucking know what they're walking into that day. Like, I'm having a pretty good day. Oh my God,
right.
what?
Yeah, yeah. And for the cheesemeisters who haven't heard us talk about that before and who now think that I'm like, "Fuck your trigger warning."
Oh, no, you're not.
No.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I
That
just
set you up
no,
badly.
I don't care. But I just wanna, like, explain sort of my because I think my position is slightly nuanced about them. And
Yes.
it is that I understand why people want them, but A, spoilers, like, it could spoil parts of the movie, right? And,
Yes.
like, that's not because anything can be a spoiler. Like, anything could color the way that you have watched the movie up to the point that the thing happens that you know is gonna happen, you know? So, like, I think that colors it, and up to you whether you want that or not.
Yeah.
My other part of it is I'm not sure how helpful they are, because if I'm telling you, um, "Hey, there's something in this movie that's gonna upset you," and then I tell you exactly what that thing is, now you're already thinking about the thing that you're gonna see in the movie, and you're upset anyway. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like,
yeah.
now I fucking have to think about pillage rapes. I didn't wanna think about it, now I'm thinking about it, and then I gotta watch it in an hour. Like, now I've done it twice. Um, so, like, it's not as clean cut a solution to me. Um,
Yeah.
and The thing that I have that I was sort of joking about this, but I kind of believe it too. Like, just saying to someone, like, broad trigger warning is actually way better because it lets the person imagine, like, every horrible thing that could be a trigger for them. And then when they see the movie and it's only one of those things, it's so much better.
I mean, we have done this experiment many
We
times
have, yeah.
wherein you have given me broad strokes content warning and then come back and said, "Okay, was it as bad as you thought it was gonna be? No? Awesome."
Yeah. That I feel like that is the purpose of a trigger warning or a content warning, is to help make it easier for someone who is going to watch this thing to, like, experience it without being traumatized by it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's a better goal. Um, I don't think the goal of it should be to chase people away from watching things. You
I
know
don't
what I
think that
mean?
is the goal, though.
No, but
I
I
like,
do think that some people would prefer to never see something where an animal gets hurt, whatever. As a
hi.
Right. No, and I get it. I totally fucking get it. And when I had a little kid, I couldn't watch a movie or a TV show where there's, like, a kid that gets killed. I couldn't fucking do it. I don't know. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Um, I still probably would choose mostly not to watch that. Like, if I know that that's like, fucking Hamnet. I don't want to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to watch it. Like,
Yeah.
Laura watched it and she's like, it's not as whatever you think. It's not as much about that. I'm like, I get it. I know, but I'm out.
Yeah.
I just don't want that. Um, so I get it,
Yeah.
but maybe I'm missing out on something great because I put up a wall and it wouldn't have been that bad if I'd watched it, but I just don't want to.
No, that's completely fair, and I mean, I think not everything is meant for everyone, and that's
100%.
okay.
Yep.
Just like content warnings, it's not for everyone. Not every theater has to do it.
Mhm.
Not every streaming service, not every movie has to give you a warning. It's really nice, but there's also this delightful, sometimes, thing called the internet, and it is up to you, the person going to see a thing or about to take in any kind of content whatsoever, to look up what it's about.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
could I have looked up this movie? Maybe. I honestly can't remember though if 24, 23-year-old me knew what we were watching that day or why we were even watching it.
Right.
And like, as I've noticed whenever you give me content warnings now or like more specific ones, like sometimes, yes, I'm upset, but I love the warning.
Hmm.
I'm still going to watch it. Like luckily, that's where I am on my journey with anything healing wise. I'm just like, I'm an artist. I'm an observer of humans and I
Hmm.
want to understand people. I need to watch this.
Hmm.
I know the things to keep myself present and not go down the path.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want to watch you don't want to watch 21 Jump Street and end up spiraling
Listen,
because it's
we,
silly ass 21 Jump Street.
we were watching a particularly upsetting episode of Stargate last night.
Mm,
And it got to the point where he was like, "Do we need to stop?" And I went, "No, I'm really fucking mad. I'm
right.
fucking mad, but I just need to breathe.
Yeah.
I just need to breathe and remind myself it's a fucking TV show, and that's all."
Yeah. That's Wyatt Russell's dad. Oh, wait. Is he in the TV show? I don't know. He's in the
No, he's
movie. He's
not.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen
No,
either. So,
MacGyver's in the TV show.
oh, fucking A. MacGyver. Hell yeah.
I know.
Um, you're a Richard Dean Anderson girl, huh? Does he push your buttons the same way Paul Newman does?
No, he doesn't
Okay.
because he acts stupid the entire time. And I'm
Mm.
like, why are you acting this way?
If you'd only had a paperclip, probably could have fixed it. Um, yeah, well, that was a much deeper conversation about things than I expected to have, talking about 21 Jump Street, which is pretty funny. Um, so this movie, um, it works pretty well, and it wor- and it and we talked about this briefly when we talked about doing this movie. why I liked this movie quite a bit. 22 Jump Street doesn't work as well for me, even though it has the wonderful scene about my name is Jeff and my name is Jeff. So it has that. But that movie is too meta for me.
Okay.
It is constantly commenting upon itself, being a sequel and being a like it's just too much. But this movie only kind of does it once, and it does it
Yes.
at the beginning, and it lets you know that this movie knows what it is. And it's
Uh-huh.
when the chief is assigning them to 21 Jump Street, Chief Ron Swanson.
Yes.
And he says, we're reviving a canceled undercover police program from the 80s and revamping it for modern times. He's talking about the movie, you guys, and the TV show. Got it? Get it? And also in the movie, he's talking about that oh my Lord, he knows.
I was so thrilled when I clocked this.
Yeah. And then he says, you see, the guys in charge of this stuff lack creativity and are completely out of ideas. He's talking about the movie studios, y'all. So all they do now is recycle shit from the past and expect us all not to notice. Jump Street.
Dun dun.
Yeah. So this movie is like, yes, this is a silly thing. And I didn't know who Lord and Miller were when this movie came out. But if you had told me, I would have had to have seen the Lego movie first, because I had the same reaction to the Lego movie concept as I did to the 21 Jump Street concept, which is, why are you making this movie? This seems stupid.
Yes.
And then I heard like all of the people being like, no, you don't understand. This Lego movie is the fucking truth. And it's really funny. And holy shit, is it dead on balls accurate? It's an industry term.
Yeah.
And holy shit, is it? And it's same people. And so like, okay, if you give these guys something that it seems like it shouldn't work, and they're going to make it really funny.
Yeah.
And they're going to make it work in interesting ways. And not to say nothing of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider, because those movies are fucking masterpieces. Those
Oh
things are
my God, they're
amazing.
stunning.
Yeah, those are so great. And funny and great stories and whatever. Lord and Miller, thumbs up.
Spider Pig.
Yeah. So like if I'd known who they were and that they had done this, I would have gone into it thinking more highly of it than I did. But I sat down to watch it and it starts funny. Like it starts with the Slim Shady and him dressed like Slim Shady, O2 Slim Shady, and get into some shit in his high school. And he's a big, like they set the whole thing up. Then they move him through the police academy, and like he was popular in high school and he was a geek, and now he's smart and he's stupid, and they need each other and they're friends and they're excited about being cops, but then they're bicycle cops and they're dumb and they're like real bad at it. And then, you know, they have the chase scene where they're like trying to get the drug dealer in the park and he catches the one of them and he's like, you have the right to get fucked by me or what?
Like, get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, motherfucker. Like,
I know.
Dumb. It's so clownish.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, you guys got to go into high school now. And now there's a drug that they're trying to find the drug dealers and then find the manufacturer, looking for Walter White, pre-Walter White.
Yep.
And it's just fucking funny. Like it's just big set piece sight gag goofball shit. It's recurring gags. It's I don't know. I almost wish I was above finding this era of Jonah Hill as funny as I do.
I know.
But I'm not. I'm not above it. Like I think
No,
he's
I'm not
hilarious.
either.
Super bad. I think he's hilarious in this. Like,
see,
yeah.
and like I found this one to be funnier and less ostracizing than Superbad.
Sure.
Like Superbad is just not made for me, and that's fine. Like someone finds it hilarious.
Mhm.
And there are some moments, but I definitely laughed more at this, and I
Mhm.
liked Jonah Hill's performance more in this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I felt like he was more in his game with
Yeah.
this one.
Well, he had a few years to, learn and get better, you
Yeah.
know? And he does, and he's really funny in this. And Channing Tatum is, I'm gonna say, surprising, because before this, I didn't know he could be funny.
I mean, I was rewatching some clips before this and I thought he's just so good at physical comedy. He loves throwing himself into things like and he's constantly surprising.
Mhm.
Like in Hail Caesar, he was surprising with
Yeah.
like his tap dancing and
Yeah.
just there's a lot more there's just a lot more there,
Mhm.
than Beefcake.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
so glad he's overcoming adversity. Well done, Channing
I
Tatum.
know.
Your life is very hard.
It's look, the things that gorgeous face and body have had to overcome. It's rough.
A lot of women's tongues.
Put that away. Oh.
Oh god. Okay. I oh god, yeah,
Okay, so
this would be a
there's
tough environment for me to work on.
there's two different scenes in this movie where people put their fingers in other people's mouths. How you feeling about those?
Listen, it's not even because of the post-COVID of it all. Like
Right. Mhm.
I'm dry heaving, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like I'm just I don't like germs. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's cool to pretend to be above being sick or
Above
like
germs.
it's fine. I don't care. Just lick all over me. I don't care if I get sick. No, that shit is stupid and I'm sick of it. I am not going to hide anymore behind this, like, oh, use hand sanitizer if you want. It's totally cool. No, stop spraying illnesses, you freaks. Eat it.
Now lick my asshole.
No, not my kink.
You contain multitudes.
I
Um,
do.
yeah.
Tie me up, but don't lick my ass.
There you go. Honesty. I like it. Um, so I, I, all right, I want to ask you sort of the big question that I texted you about, but I've got a note up here at the top first. Um, about going undercover, because ostensibly that's why we watch this movie,
Yes.
right? Because of the undercover nature of it. Um, Sometimes it is done in a way where it's believable that the person is undercover. This is not. And
No.
21 Jump Street, the original, the TV, I watched an episode because you and I were having a back and forth, and I'm not sure. If it's not him, then it's somebody else that I recognize. But there are two posters in this movie that I swear to fucking God are Tony Miller.
Oh, it's not him.
I know, but man, fuck. So anyway, I went looking. Michael Cudlitz is in an episode of 21 Jump Street, the TV show. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I watched like half of it. Um, and I never really watched 21 Jump Street. It just wasn't my show.
Yeah.
So I watched it, and like he plays a high school bully, who, like, I think they beat a teacher to death, but I didn't see the end of the episode, so I'm not 100% sure. But it happens in shadows and stuff like that.
Damn.
Um, yeah. So
Killing Mr. Griffin.
yeah, killing whoever this guy's name was. So I watched about half an episode of 21 Jump Street, and my experience of watching it is the same as my experience of knowing it exists, which is, who believes these people are high school students?
Right.
Like, the people in the TV show are, like, unreservedly gorgeous,
Yes.
and they have, like, the biggest 80s hair. It's amazing. More the guys um than oh, what's her name? The woman who's in it.
I couldn't tell you.
Holly Robinson Pete is her name in the show. She wasn't Pete yet.
Uh,
But Holly Robinson. Stunning. Um, but the guys all just have this big 80s. There's lots of moose involved in this program. Um, and so you look at it and you're like, well, there's no fucking like, I don't believe Josie Grossie's in high school either. Um,
No.
so the conceit of this movie, is it reasonable or is it super fucking reasonable that these guys are going back into high school? It's so silly.
It's so silly. I mean, I love that they even have a line of like, "Good God, your muscle definition.
Yeah, puberty
Did
when
you
you were
start
7.
puberty at 7?"
Yeah.
And, see, this is this is why I wish when I was a teenager watching some teen shows, some older ones, but then, like, I wish that I had known those actors were older,
Yeah,
because when you look at their bodies compared to yours and
right,
you're wondering, "What the fuck is wrong with my body?" and not
right.
knowing, that's because they have fully developed.
Mhm.
That's because they fully developed. You have not.
So you're saying I'm never gonna look like Duty or Sunny
Okay, they
or Kinnicky?
do. Wow. No, I don't. You know what? Give it 10 more years, we might.
I might be as old as fucking
Actually,
Kinnicky.
no. We won't look like that unless we sunbathe without sunscreen most of our lives.
That's true, and had a lot of other problems. Um,
Yeah.
but look, Sunny, that dude looked 38. Um,
Kaniki
uh-huh.
looks.
But
You know what? Again,
there's
I'm not
this
good at guessing ages.
well, here so 'cause here's this thing. Um, this might land flat on you because you may not have the frame of reference. But,
Okay.
um, I think the Cheesemeisters are gonna understand what I'm putting down here. On Sirius XM, they have 2 different classic rock stations. They've got classic vinyl and classic rewind, right? And classic vinyl is like album rock from the 60s and 70s, and classic rewind is like cassette era,
Yeah.
70s
No,
into
I
the
figured.
80s. Yeah, yeah. No, it's good branding. Um,
Yeah.
but there are some things that are crossover. They'll sort of show up on both places or whatever. But I think the primary difference between the 2 is that everyone on classic rewind, no matter how old they were when they recorded their album, looked 38.
Mm.
All of those dudes in the 70s and 80s in Boston and Foreigner and REO Speedwagon and the Cars, all those dudes looked 38 when they were 21. And that's not
Listen,
true of John and Paul. They, like that's or the guys from Led Zeppelin. They looked like if you see like who was it? It wasn't it was Depeche Mode does not count because when you look at Depeche Mode, um like there's video of them doing like Just Can't Get Enough on like a bandstand type show.
oh,
They look like babies. Like
I
they're
mean,
such baby faces. But
everyone ages so differently, and then you add to it generationally because listen, this is actually why it worked out perfectly that Stranger Things had so many delays because everyone was bitching about these kids look so much older now. No one believes they're kids. Yeah, well, in 89, they look like kids.
yeah, yeah. They look like they look like they could be on Jump Street.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So,
I think everyone needs to cool it a little bit on some. I mean, again, like you said, it is absolute silly to see these guys and think everyone else is going to think that they are in
yeah.
school. And yet, there's definitely usually one or two kids that you're like, "Oh, you're from another planet."
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I climb those mountains, um,
Nope.
of your planet? Um, yeah. And, I saw something online where, like, Dave Franco's only, like, 5 years younger uh, than Channing
But he's so small.
is, and not for nothing, but the 5 years between 18 and 23 are pretty considerable when it comes to the human body.
I mean, the human body, the mind,
Right.
everything.
Yeah. But like, just like you get as the male body as it is, like I could be exactly the same weight at 22 as I was at 18, and
Mhm.
I was so much stronger
Oh,
at
yeah.
22.
Same.
You just get stronger. Your muscles grow, your body gets stronger. And
Yeah.
like that's why, like, they don't want 18-year-olds in the NFL because they're
Mm.
just not fucking strong enough yet. Like, you just can't be. You can be the most talented, gifted athlete, but for that sport, forget about it.
Yeah.
Basketball, it's pushing it. Like, there are some people who are just like genetic freaks who are like LeBron when he was 17, like he was built like a 27-year-old and he
Mm.
could handle any kind of physical whatever that was coming his way. But there's a lot of 18-year-olds who are, when they're 22, are just different.
Yeah.
And so the difference between that 5 years for Dave Franco and Channing Tatum, large.
You know, I saw Heathers recently,
Uh-huh.
and the red Heather, Heather Chandler, definitely probably older than me, honestly. But like vocally,
Mhm.
you hit your peak in your 30s.
Mm.
That's what I've heard anyway. It could be
Okay.
different now, who knows. But like, so I'm just saying, agreeing with you on a different level of like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, younger is not always better. You want people who have strength and power and like their bodies aren't going to break as
Right.
easily,
Sure.
from the pressure or from like,
Mm.
I'm not strong enough yet.
Right.
Okay, give it another 5 years.
Right. I guess, and I wasn't making a value judgment. I was just saying that that seems about right. That Channing Tatum
Oh,
is
okay.
5 years older than Dave Franco in this movie, but it would still be like, you look like a monster. Like, you're way too physically developed to be, an 18-year-old in high school unless you're, like, the 1% of the way people look in high school. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I just
yeah. And especially
bodies are so different.
when you put them next to Brie Larson at this age.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, I don't know that, although I think she looks young. I think she has a young face in this movie,
absolutely.
and not only a young face compared to, like, Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
where she's just, like, shredded,
Oh my god.
superhero. Um, like, she's a person in this movie, not like an international god power, you know?
I know.
Um, but she I believe that she's in high school here, and I'm sure she's not. I'm sure she's 23 or 24, whatever she
Yeah.
um, but, like, I buy it, you know?
Yeah.
The nerd kids, those kids were 16.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
100% they actually just hired 16-year-olds for that. Um, okay, so here's what I wanted to ask you about. Um, this movie is in 2012. You graduated high school in 2008. So these
Yes.
are not your peers. These are the kids who came in right after you left. Um, I have shows and movies like that
Mm.
are high school kids after I graduated high school, like right after I graduated high school. Um, like, Can't Hardly Wait and American Pie and,
Oh, okay.
The Dawson. Um,
Yeah.
and then Felicity was the same thing, but it was for college. Like, I just graduated
Mm.
from college, and then she goes to New York following Ben. Um, love
Spoiler.
shouts. It's the premise of the show. Um,
Okay.
that's what happens in the first episode.
I
Um,
I already forgot the pilot. I watched it years ago with a
okay,
friend.
I love Felicity. Um,
I wanna watch it.
those those shows, I do not feel that the kids and their experiences in those shows are my peers. They feel different to me. They
Yeah.
feel I feel like the kids in Can't Hardly Wait are clowns. Like, it's like, what is wrong with you children? My peers are the gang at West Beverly. My peers are uh Bailey Salinger, and Julia Salinger, and the My So-Called Life. kids. Those are my peers, Jordan Catalano. Those are my peers. The next gen, I watch with a remove, you know?
Mm.
And the next gen beyond that, I also like the OC, and I loved the OC, by the way. That show's great. One Tree
I
Hill.
wasn't allowed to watch it.
There's so many plans. They have a plan and a scheme like every
Oh.
episode. Oh yeah, there's schemes galore in the OC. Um, it's a different kind of show, but it's super fun. Um, and One Tree Hill and Gossip Girl, like that is like 2 degrees removed for me. And watching those teenagers feels way foreign. So
Mm.
I'm wondering for you, with the teenage life depicted in this movie, not the undercover cop part of it. I know you can't speak to that. Um,
So what you think?
oh, okay. Well, then please tell me about that part too. Um,
No, sadly.
shit. Um, how does that feel? Does that high school life depiction here feel contemporary to you, or does it feel removed and slightly foreign?
It felt removed and slightly foreign.
Okay.
Uh, honestly, the most relatable part of the youths in this is how there are so many more cliques and
Okay.
they're not as easily identifiable as
Mm,
they used to be.
what are those?
And also, it's more common for people to like move amongst the groups.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how, because the world for me in my middle school was these were the popular kids no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to a different area for a different high school, and each clique now has their own set of popular kids.
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And so for this, I don't know. So I was thinking about this a lot, in the minutes before when you asked me. And I have to say, I don't I don't know that any teen show that I've watched is indicative of my high school experience.
Interesting. I mean,
Like,
I
I
don't see when
thought
it's not indicative of anything. It's crazy to
or
me.
or
But
relatable.
yeah.
Like, if anything, the shows that I loved, it shows that I wanted to be older
Mm,
than I was.
like
'Cause, like,
Dynasty.
I was a child watching I was, like, preteen, younger, watching Boy Meets World by the time that was over.
Mhm.
Same with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I got into to Dawson's Creek when I was in high school, but again, that was then, like,
It
5
was already
years
in the
old.
past. Right.
It was
Mhm.
already yeah. Yeah, they have flip phones by the end of it, and I had a flip phone as my first phone, but
Mhm.
again, it's still different. I I didn't get in, and so any of the stuff that is supposed to be or was supposed to be for me came on probably when I was in rehearsal.
Okay.
Or I just it wasn't gonna be something my mom watched, so, we watched other things together like Bachelor, Dancing with the Stars,
Dr.
and
Quinn,
so
Medicine Woman.
unfortunately Huh?
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Well, yeah. So unfortunately, like, I didn't see Gilmore Girls until later, and that would have been, like, probably the closest I got to finding someone like me, except, like, again, Rory isn't, like, into the performing arts or anything like that.
Oh,
She cares about
I
school.
thought you were comparing yourself to Taylor. Sorry.
Wow. If anything, excuse me, and I hate that I forget her name right now because I should be better than this, but if anything, I'm either like,
You're Paris?
"No, how dare you stop!" Wait, no, oh god, this is so embarrassing. I can't remember anyone's names right now, and I'm not about to embarrass myself on here any more than I already do. Oh, I'm probably more like Lane in that
Lane.
I felt like I had to hide myself from
Okay.
that family.
Sure. They wouldn't accept you as a rock star with the guy from
Yeah,
Skid Row.
yeah, and then, but now I've grown up to be the ballet teacher smoking and
Oh, you're Miss
working out of
Patty?
a barn. Miss Patty. Oh, yeah, I'm Miss Patty now talking about, oh, this guy, except I don't have the oeuvre of work that she's had, and
Yeah.
it is what it. But
Shouts to Miss Patty.
shout outs to Miss Patty.
Yeah. I love them.
Looking for
Um,
my Babs.
yeah. Um, okay. Um, this movie did a few things that I think help make it work.
Okay.
Like it it sticks to the tropes of these kind of movies, right? Like, there's the drug bust and there's the fights and there's the
There's
high school
partying.
parties. Yeah. But there's also um chase scenes. And they do three pretty innovative chase scenes in this movie that I don't think I've seen chase scenes exactly like this before. They did one in a driver's ed car where
Yeah.
both of them could steer and brake. Never seen that in a chase
Nope.
scene, and it's so funny. It's like it adds this element to it. It adds this element of chaos and slap fighting
Yes.
into the middle of a chase scene, and it's so good. It works so well, and it just makes me really happy. And then they have a chase scene in full stretch limos,
Oh my
which are
god.
like the
Yeah.
hardest cars to maneuver. And it's like, it's a standard chasing, but they've put it in a weird ass vehicle.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, they have another chase scene where nothing explodes.
Yeah.
Like all of the things that are supposed to explode don't until it hits a chicken truck.
I
Um,
love that.
it's so funny. But they do all of the things and they subvert them or they add a layer to them that makes it like, oh, I've never actually seen this before. I've seen chase scenes a
Yeah.
million fucking times. We've talked about them on a couple of different occasions. We watched The French Connection. Go listen to it. It's a cool movie. It's a good episode. It's a phenomenal fucking chase scene. Um, there was uh uh what was the Orson Welles movie on the Mexico border where he's
Oh,
following him under the bridge like
something
that?
with evil.
Touch of Evil.
Touch of evil.
Yeah. Where he's like, it's not a chase scene, but like they're up here and he's below and they're like, or the, what was the other one we watched? Um,
Fletch, there's some pretty
Fletcher's
wild chase scene.
there's a great chase scene set to get out of town. Love that.
Yeah.
Um, no, there's another one where there's a train and there's someone getting off and on the train, trying to
Getting
like
off.
lose the person who's following them. And then I know the French Connection, they're chasing the train that's above their head. But there was
Yeah.
another movie where we were watching and there was a chase scene
Is
that
it the Sting?
there is that awesome where he's chasing
On foot.
and then he runs over at the top of the
Yeah.
train station. Yeah. So we've had some really, really good chase scenes. And this one, made in 2012, came up with 3 ways to do it that I'd never seen.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's, like you're going to give me a silly ass movie with a super drug sequence and 3 chase scenes that I've never seen before. Excellent.
Hey, that's a chase scene chasing the dragon or whatever this shit is.
That's right. Um, I loved the comedic drug scenes.
Yeah. I enjoy those. I love seeing different artists' interpretations of what drugs do
Yeah.
to your brain.
Yeah. And this one does them real funny. Like it gives you the 5 stages, 5 phases of this drug. Phase 1, the gigs, where you just get the gigs and just laugh nonstop. And then phase 2, where you're tripping major ball sack. And then 3, the over falsity of confidence.
Fuck you, Miles Davis.
And he walks in and does the Peter Pan audition in his over falsity of confidence.
So off key.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. The little spin he does is so perfect.
Yeah. It's
Just
awesome.
like slightly stiff, but at the same time, full of so much sparkle.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they have the fuck yeah, motherfucker. And that part killed me. like him running the that leg of the fucking race and knocking people's batons out of their hands as he runs.
Yep.
And then the coach who's like trying to take it from him, and it's like the whole like ridiculous.
I swear it sounded like, Ron or Rob Riggles. It
Rob.
sounded it sounded like he broke when he was saying, like, "Don't use it as a"
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
like,
Uh,
he covered it really well, but he stopped as if, like, on an inhale, and I'm like, "Oh, he's breaking."
yeah, yep. I gotta just fucking get through this because I can't believe he
Yeah.
just did that thing. Um, yeah, and then Channing Tatum when he goes into the band and falls through the cymbal,
Oh
and
my god.
goddamn, um, they nailed the comedic drug scene in this movie,
Yes.
and those don't always work, but when they work, they really, really work. And so I went looking up a few other comedic drug scenes.
Oh,
Um, the one that I thought that I probably laughed hardest at when I watched it, that I won't probably ever watch again, is have you seen Get Him to the Greek?
no.
Okay. It's got Russell Brand in it, and he's a fucking lunatic monster
Yeah, no, thank
person.
you.
Um, uh, uh, but it's another Jonah Hill. And it's right before this.
Got
And
it.
there is a drug scene where they take Jeffrey. It's the name of the drug. And
Of
it
course.
is um it's insanity. The level of like there's a thing where like he's like whenever the Jeffrey hits really hard, the literally the best thing you can do is just rub this wall.
Oh
It
god.
just helps bring you down. It helps calm you. And the wall has like carpeting on it, and he's just rub the wall.
Oh,
Just
nice.
and but the whole scene is just it spirals and it's crazy and it's really funny. But Russell Brand is tough. Um
Yeah.
um but The Hangover has some quite funny drug sequences in it. Pineapple Express has some super quality things in it, which I know you haven't seen that.
No.
Um that's it's a movie I think we should probably watch at some point. I let Harold and Kumar, the whole movie is have you ever seen Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle?
I haven't, but I should.
It's pretty funny. It's a that's another one of those movies where I'm like, this looks real dumb, and then I watched. Oh, I know this is really funny.
Yeah.
That we have that movie to thank
You
for
know what?
growing up Neil Patrick Harris.
Trust a stoner flick.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because look at how Dazed and Confused is branded, and it's an incredible film.
uh huh. And The Big Lebowski is a stoner flick. Like,
Yes.
yeah, dude's high all the time. Crashes his car. Dude's car got a little dinged up. Pretty good. Dude's car got a little dinged up. Um, we know it's your homework, Larry.
This is what happens, Larry.
That's what
This is what
happens, Larry.
happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
That's what happens. Are you watching, Larry? This is what happens. Um, yeah, it's so fucking great. And Jay and Silent Bob movies are stoner movies. Um, and those work, each one to varying degrees,
Yeah.
um, but there's some real, real, real good stuff in some of those Jay and Silent Bob movies. Um, I found Knocked Up on a list, and I don't remember a drug scene. I
I
just
mean,
don't remember.
there's definitely scenes where they're token up and it's funny, but it's not they're not using any creative
Not the
visuals to show
chaos
you.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like funnily enough, I'm thinking more of TV because like Mad Men had a few episodes near the end. Like
Yeah.
that one especially where they all take speed is such
Yes.
a great
Yes,
episode
it is. Yeah.
because it leaves you, the audience, wondering, am I high too?
Yeah. Yeah. You felt nuts
Did
watching that episode.
did they slip me something in my eyes as
I
I'm
know.
watching this? What is real?
I know. Yeah. That episode's
Um,
bonkers.
oh, it's so good. Broad City has an episode where I think it's just they smoke pot, but I could be wrong. But they get so high that it turns the whole show into animation
Oh,
for an
nice.
episode.
Yep.
It's
That's great.
it's awesome.
That's fun. I also just had the thought of the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
Oh my
when
god,
he
yeah,
smokes
'cause
the cigarette and he's "You were on a horsey."
yeah. You were on a horsey.
He's the only one high in that whole scene, but it's so because it's shot through his, like, frame of reference, it's
Yeah.
so goddamn it's so funny. "You were on a horsey." God bless Rick fucking Dalton. Um,
Yep.
so I think that the comedic over the top drug scenes in this movie are top notch. Like, they work
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really well. Um, like, I laughed hard laughter watching this movie. Um,
Yeah.
so thumbs up to them on this movie. Um, Adventures in Intimacy?
Sure. Yeah, we touched a little bit on some of the stuff that, made my spidey senses tingle,
Mhm,
but, they were handled well, they were starting to turn the trope of, teacher falling for student on its
mhm,
head, and similarly with, like, adult goes undercover and is amongst teens, like, yeah,
yeah,
I feel like they did a good job with that, it wasn't oogie.
good.
Um, so let's
Josie
see. I
Grossi.
mean, we have a lot of, I don't even wanna just say dude humor, but it is dude humor amongst other dudes because, like, when they first handcuff the guy and he's, like, dry humping on him, like, "You have the right to take my dick up your ass," or something, I don't know.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
It's so foul, and there's so much of that throughout because, I mean, and that, honestly, that's why they're believable as teenage boys.
Yeah.
'Cause that is teenage boy humor. That's sadly adult male humor too,
Mhm. Sure.
until you're like, "HR?
Right.
Cool."
Puffin stuff? Is that what you meant?
Um, I noticed the few kisses in this are, I mean, they're short, but they're still noisy because
Mm,
there's always like a lean in and like, "Mwah," kinda
gotcha.
thing, or like the squeaking of lips,
Mm.
if you will.
I will, thank you.
Um, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. That sounded more on top, yeah,
It's 'cause I kiss my
exactly.
own hand. I got practice.
I mean, hand,
"Oh,
pillow, whatever
yes.
works.
Kiss me. Love me. Give me some kisses."
Aw.
Nope. There was a South Park episode where Cartman fell in love with his hand, who he thought was Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, good lord.
"My name is Jennifer Lopez."
Well,
Yep.
whatever works for you.
And then Jennifer Lopez loved Ben Affleck, but it
Oh,
was Cartman's hand. It's fucked up.
they and this was probably the first time they got
Oh,
together.
yeah, it was way back. Yeah. Mhm.
Those crazy
I
kids.
know.
Gosh, what a great mess. Anyway, other things that happen in this that, uh, would need an IC.
Mhm.
We have another teen orgy. That hasn't left the crazy trope of a teen movie.
What was that
Um,
girl in the back doing?
I know. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
I know. I really, that was funny, and I felt like that was making fun of the fact that, like, teen movies will have teen orgies and such. Because, like,
Mhm.
again, maybe it's true to some way. That happened to you? Write in, I wanna know.
Right, yeah.
Um,
"Dear
are you okay?
Penthouse, I never thought this would happen to me."
Yeah. But, I
Yep.
mean, they're all in profile and nude, but you don't see anything. In fact, the only nudity you really see is a dude, because they all are running away from the party later. Like, you see two women in, like, stream bikinis or something running out, and
Yeah,
then there's a naked guy running after
yeah.
them, and it's probably supposed to be that same couple, except, you know, they graciously let the women wear some clothing.
Right. Yeah.
So, that was cool. No penises in this, but certainly, like, a lot of penis play.
There was one drawn on the picture of an 8-year-old, Fred Savage.
Yep, there actually, that was actually baby Jonah Hill.
I know, but it's like they kept calling saying that he looked like the kid from Wonder Years, and he does.
Yeah. It's an airplane, mom. You think I don't know what a dick looks like? Um, oh, there was one moment that I noticed that was, uh, great storytelling. I can't remember if it was at the party. It doesn't matter when it was, but you know, Molly sees Doug slash Schmidt, gives him this big hug and embrace, like, I'm so happy to see you. And then James Franco kind of like surprises her and then goes to hug her. And so she's like kind of squeezed, but also is hugging him. And it's it's like a shallower hug. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's more of like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I hug you? But whereas her hug for Dagon slash Schmidt is so warm and
Yeah.
inviting. It's like, oh well, we're seeing that happen, but again, it's happening in like in a very teen way of like, oh, what's an easy way to touch this person? I could hug them.
Right. High five.
Easy. No pressure. Yeah. High five.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help but notice I feel like this was purposeful when they would have girls tuck their hair behind their
Uh-huh.
ear, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's a flirtation tactic."
Mm.
They have Joey doing that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not even
Yeah, they do.
necessarily as a flirtation, but, like, it's a tick.
Yeah.
Um,
Hate
so
that
I
shit.
liked that.
God.
Yeah. Oh, oh. I almost
Oh
picked my
man.
nose there. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, we touched on this a little bit, but, like we described, at the there's no moment of intimacy until after all is revealed, so we take away the whole hidden identity, lies,
Mm-hmm.
trickery. We take that away. He is
Yeah.
honest. He tells her, "Look, yeah, I'm a cop, like we were undercover. I like you, but like
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry for what happened."
Yeah.
And like they shake hands on it. They're okay. She pulls him in for, a nice light kiss, again, loud smooch. Not super loud, but like, yeah. And like they did like a nice little peel away of faces,
Oh,
like, yeah. The only other thing I would note in this, it's not even that an icy is needed for this, but I I've choreographed someone coughing on another person's face
nice.
because
Ugh.
someone's space is being invaded,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
And like if I'm gonna have someone else's hands in my mouth, I am watching you hand sanitize. I don't
Right.
care that you
Right.
just wash your hands. You are sanitizing the fuck out of your hands.
Yep.
I'm gonna take some mouthwash. You may do the same if you like, but like as an IC, these are things I offer. I can't force people to do it.
Right.
However, if I'm the actor in that situation, I'm demanding you clean
Yeah.
yourself
Yep. Don't give me that
because I'm gonna do the same
nasty.
for you.
Right. I
And
feel
my
that.
illnesses can't even be spread that way. So,
As far as you
well,
know.
that's true. Yeah. Pull my depression out of my mouth, please.
There you go. Ew. It's got spit on it. It's so slimy.
I know. Gross. But yeah,
Mm.
that's what I've got.
All righty. We've already talked about My Needle Drop Forest. It's the party rock anthem. And the Slim Shady part. Those were the two things that were notable to me. What do you have there?
Mine was vitamin C. And as we go,
Oh.
that came out when I was in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And that class, we were already like, oh, graduation. It's totally our song. And we're like 10,
Of course.
11.
Yep. Yep. And
But
did
yeah,
you
I
did you
heard that and
sway like this? Put your arms around your
yeah,
friends and
it
sway?
took me back. It was so great. And so, yeah, that is another one. Like in this movie, I went, wow, that's pretty old, but
Yeah.
that's going to strike a chord.
Mm-hmm. It worked for you.
It did.
Yeah. Nice. All right. What else time? Is this anyone's defining role? I don't
Johnny
think it.
Depp's? No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the original version, potentially one of his. Yeah.
Which I was so pleasantly shocked when he pulled that nose off. I was like, oh my God, they got him.
Yep. Yep. They had him and Peter DeLuise and Holly Robinson Pete all reprising their characters from the TV show in the movie.
Oh, there were. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's.
the other cop the other undercover DEA agent that died with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
yes, I
Yeah.
figured that.
And then Holly Robinson Pete, she was the one who gave them the car.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was like, "This feels like a very pointed cameo."
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Yeah, she was one of the undercover agents from the original show.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Cute as a button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't think anyone else's it would be their defining role.
No, definitely not.
No. This movie's funny though. Um, all right. What else you got? Anything?
I couldn't I noted that this was 8 years after Mean Girls,
Uh-huh.
and they do feel quite
They
different
are yeah,
in
100%.
how they're portraying kids. I forgot to mention this too. The way the way okay, the kids in this feel so removed from me because they feel closer to Gen Z than to millennial.
Okay. They probably are.
Mostly because of how much they were already talking about climate change, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Ooh, I didn't know anyone we might have talked about it in passing, but that was not our main fight
Right.
at the
Yeah.
time."
Mhm.
Like, I would say I again, I don't know. I was so sheltered at the time. Like, I know I wanted my gay friends to feel more safe at school
Right.
or like they could come out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was more of the fight at the time, but I mean, climate change was definitely talked about
Mhm.
too. So,
We were against inauthenticity and lame stains when I was in high school.
well,
That's what we were
that's
rebelling
good.
against. Yep. Also, pants that were the right size. We were totally against that. They had to be much
We
too
were
large.
we were rebelling against waistbands that came anywhere near an actual waist.
Oh, sure.
Ugh,
Yep.
what an awful time.
Um, I, uh, I we touched on it very briefly at the beginning, but, Stephen J. Cannell. I'm gonna
Mm,
list you some of the shows that he made. These are the ones that I have personal experience with. Um, in that I watched some or a lot of them, varying degrees. The first one is Hardcastle and McCormick.
okay.
It was an action crime solving show where Hardcastle was a judge who was retiring, and he found a whole bunch of files on cons who got away because of technical whatevers, and he I don't know somehow hooks up with this car thief named uh, McCormick.
Okay.
Yeah, and they solve crimes. I watched some of that. Hunter, which was a cop show. Um, and it's starred Fred Dwyer, who was like a former baseball player. He was
Okay.
on Cheers a couple of times.
Okay.
He played one of Sam's old buddies. And then he was Hunter, and it was a really good. It was I really liked it. It was a good cop show. Um, The Greatest American Hero. Do you know this show? Okay.
I don't.
It's a show about a high school teacher, um, whose name is John Hinckley, um, which was the name of the guy who shot Reagan because he thought it would impress Jodie Foster.
Oh god.
But the show, the pilot came out, and then that happened, and then they just referred to him as Mr. H. They were like, "Fuck, we can't do that no
Fuck.
more."
We didn't mean to do that.
Rewrite.
Yeah.
Um, but
Roll 'em.
yeah, but he finds like a superhero suit, and he doesn't know how to control it. So like he puts the suit on and he tries to be this hero, but he can't land. So he's always crashing into stuff. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's a show for yucks. Quite enjoyed it. Uh Stephen J. Cannell did the 18,
Oh, okay.
and I watched every fucking episode of the 18. I loved it. It was so great.
I know.
Um and
I know none of these.
yeah, no, I'm fully aware. What about Riptide?
No.
Nope, no chance. Um, Wise Guy was like an undercover Wise Guys type of program, and then there's 21 Jump Street. Um, but
Wow.
that's half a dozen. That's more than half a dozen shows. Um, Prime time 80s hour long crime, action, silly, comedic shows. Like this
That was the
guy,
thing.
yeah. I mean, he wasn't as prolific as Aaron Spelling, but Stephen J. Cannell had a shit ton of shows on TV in the 80s, and I watched a lot of them.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's worth giving him his flowers. For those of you too young to have been like, oh, it's Wednesday night, Riptide's on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crime show. There were boats involved. It's on the water. So
Wow.
Riptide. All right. What is this the EST of for you?
I think this is the least problematic undercover teen movie.
That's a very specific little slice there. That's the that includes not the bicentennial glasses. It includes the thimbles, but not the erasers. Like it's this 6
Listen,
inches right here.
I thought of it right before we started, and I'm like, I'm going with it.
I like it because I don't really have one. I couldn't yeah, up until like 2 minutes ago, it still said best dead grandpa movie from last week. Like I hadn't erased my note yet. So I
Worst
don't.
portrayal of a high school production of Peter Pan.
It's the only one I've ever seen, and you know what? I like. Was that Chris Parnell? No, who is it? That's the which
No,
Saturday
that
Night
is Parnell.
Parnell? Yeah, he's really
Call
funny.
Parnell just to see how he's doing. Yo, Sandbar, what's cracking? Naughty young man, it's happening.
God bless you for knowing that.
Thank you.
I like it. Big fan of Rob Riggle here, just in general.
Yeah.
Like from The Daily Show all the way through Prep and Landing 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a holiday movie about elves, and he's in the second one. He's in the naughty and nice list. We watched that quite a bit when those came out when Liam was little, so we watched those every year. Jingle bam! Yeah.
I only know him from his cameo as Captain Jack on The Office.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, he's done a
on
lot of
Booze
stuff.
Cruise. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's pretty. Oh, that's right. I remember that episode. Yes.
But I'm also your party captain.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Wriggle's funny.
Yeah.
And Ellie Kemper's great in this. Thumbs up for her.
She's so delightful.
Yep. All right. I think that once again we have proven my theory that everything comes back to Aaron Spelling.
Even 21 Jump Street.
Even 21 Jump Street, the movie version, and the TV show apparently because Johnny Depp.
Oh my God, you're right. Wow.
Yeah, got the whole damn thing.
Damn.
All right, so join us here on next Wednesday, Cheesemeisters, when we watch season 5, episode 22, Alone at the Top. You have watched the episode already, and Charlie's back.
Charlie.
And is he at the motel?
Yes, he is.
Okay. That is why I think we should watch Barton Fink.
Okay.
Because it's about a guy trying to write while living in a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. It's Coen Brothers.
That is okay.
Yep. Coen Brothers. It's John Turturro, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi's in it. It's a movie I've seen a couple of times. It is a Coen Brothers movie, which means you might have to watch it
the first time.
You're not going to get it the first time. I don't think I don't like any of their movies almost the first time. So I'm hoping that I get into this one deep on the third one, like, cause I think it's maybe the third time I've seen it.
Okay.
I like it. It's really good. It's not a comedy, so don't go in expecting Raising Arizona or Big Lebowski.
Woo!
Son, you got a panty on your head.
What'd you say?
I said, son, you got a panty on your head. Or the funniest line in the whole damn movie. Well, no, unless round is funny. It's my favorite. These balloons blow up into funny shapes. Well, no, unless round is funny.
Unless round is funny.
It's the greatest.
I will
Fink
make
is
a concert. Okay, I'm still gonna make the effort to like rewatch it.
I think it would probably behoove you, because I think you'll watch it and you'll have feelings of whatever you feel, either like, oh, this is slow, or I didn't fucking get it, or God
Yeah.
damn, or like there's any number of pretty normal reactions you could have to it. Um, but my guess is like the second time through, you start to feel things a little different. You notice things, or you're like, oh, I get what that is, or maybe not. Like,
Yeah.
but their stuff is always interesting and worth talking about. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, Barton Fink. All right, we're gonna do that next week. So
Yay!
next week,
Cool.
Cheese Meisters, Barton Fink here in the After Dark. But until then,
Cheers.
peace out. Shouts to Kip.